Hello students, today I am going to discuss Introduction to Internet Technology, Digital Image Processing and Artificial Intelligence. So first I am starting with the Internet and its definition. Internet is the largest network in the world that connects hundreds of thousands of individual networks all over the network. We can say Internet is a network of networks. The popular term for the Internet is the information highway. What are the uses of internet? So with the help of internet we can send email messages, we can upload or download files between computers, we can participate in discussion groups such as mailing list and newspaper or chatting, we can surfing the web. These are the fundamental uses of the internet. Now after that, definition and the use of internet, we need to know about the history of internet. So it was first started in December 69 with the name ARPANET, where four nodes were interconnected, named as UCLA, SRI, UCSB, and U. Then after, in 1970, RFC maintained by John Postel, and the ARPANET used NCP. NCP is nothing, that is Network Control Protocol. That was the first end-to-end protocol. At this point, we have one more information to share, that is network protocol. What is protocol? Protocol is nothing. It is a set of rules that govern communication. So, what activity we are performing over the network, we must perform with the help of protocol. Without protocol, we cannot communicate over the network. In 1971, 15 nodes were connected with the help of Ray Tomlinson. Internet was started with the 4 nodes, and in 1971, just after 2 years, 50 nodes were connected. In 1972, we used chat program first time, where first computer to computer, and it was introduced by Ray Tomlinson, where we separated systems using the user ID and the host name. In 1973, Ethernet was invented. So Ethernet is a very popular term in recent world where we are connecting multiples of computers together. If we are using the wired local area network, then Ethernet is very much a very important term. TCP was invented by Windsurf in 1974. What is TCP? It is Transmission Control Protocol. It is also a part of the protocol where we can control our transmissions, and it was invented by Windsurf and Bob Kahn in 1974. First mailing list was created in 1975 by Steve Walker. Queen Elizabeth II sent out first email in 1976. And the TCP, as if we have some idea about the TCP and IP, that is the network protocols. So TCP and IP is TCP is split into TCP and IP in year 1978. Before 1978, TCP and IP both were combined into one unit, and after 1978, it is split in both term, that is TCP and the IP. Bob Metcalfe founded 3Com in 1979. In 1978, BitNet was started. BitNet was what? It is time network. In 1982, DoD used TCP/IP to interconnect network. So we can say the first internet that was fully established in year 1982 with the help of TCP and IP. In 1983, ARPANET was split into ARPANET and MILNET that included the TCP/IP protocols. At present, we have very common name, that is the DNS, Domain Name System. Domain Name System was first introduced in 1984 with more than 1,000 of hosts. In 1986, NSF-Net was created by connecting 5 supercomputers. And in 1987, its hosts was more than 10,000. Today, www is very common name if you are going over the internet, and www that was first created in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee from CERN University. And also Linux was released in year 1991. Two domain name first time registered in 1998. Okay. In 1999, first time online banking introduced, with business.com sold for $7.5 billion, and artificial AI Gore invented the internet. For today's generation, Wikipedia is the most important term. It is introduced in 2001. MySpace launches in 2002. Facebook launches in 2003. And Windsurf joined the Google in 2005. In 2006, 439 million hosts were there, and 10 new computers joined internet every second. This was the very interesting term about the internet. Now, after the history of the internet, there is another term, that is, what is web? Web is nothing. It consists of the information organized into web page that containing text and graphic images. Web can contain hyperlinks or highlighted keywords and images that lead to related information. A collection of linked web page that has a common theme or focus is called the website. So we can say website is a collection of web pages, and web is what? It consists of information organized into web page. Now, there is a question, how to access the internet. So many school and business have direct access to the internet using a special high speed communication lines and equipments. A student and employee can access through the organization's local area network or through their own personal computer. Another way to access the internet is through internet service provider. So there are so many ways where we can access internet. An existing network need to pay a small registration fee and agree to certain standard based on the TCP/IP reference model. So what is the TCP/IP? TCP/IP is a protocol. It is also a reference model. When we learn in depth, when we learn open system interface in computer networking, we can learn detail about TCP/IP. Each organization pay for its own network and its own telephone bill, but those costs usually exist independent on the internet. The regional internet companies route and forward all traffic, and the cost is still only that of a local telephone call. Now, what is internet service provider? All of us are using internet, and we must need about the internet service provider. It is a commercial organization with permanent connection to the internet that sell temporary connection to the subscribers. This is a very important term. It is a commercial organization with permanent connection to the internet, and it sell what? It sell temporary connection to our subscribers. After the introduction to internet, we have another topic, that is digital image processing. What is digital image processing? So before starting the digital image processing, we must need to understand what is digital image. Digital image is a representation of a two-dimension image as a finite set of digital value that called the picture element or the pixels. In the given diagram, we can see there are the two dimension or set of finite digital values available. So pixel value typically represent gray label, colors, height, opacity, etc. Digitization implies that a digital image is an approximation of a real sense. Now we have digital image processing. Digital image processing focuses on two major tasks, that is improvement of pictorial information for human interpretation and the processing of image data for storage, transmission and representation for autonomous machine perceptions. Still, there are some argument about where image processing ends and fields such as image analysis and computer vision start. It is still a part of the research. Now, this is the history of the digital image processing. So, in 1920, one of the first application digital imaging was in the newspaper industry. That was the Bartley cable picture transmission service, and the image were transferred by submarine cable between London and the New York. Pictures were coded for cable transfer and reconstructed at the receiving end on a telegraph printer. So this is the image modality of the application's image modality, where we can say energy of the photon, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared, microwaves and the radio waves. All waves are there, so that's why we can show image and we can process our image modalities. There are the application that is about image enhancement. One of the most common use of the digital image processing technique, that is improve quality, remove noise, etc. We all have very much familiar with these types of images, that is the X-ray image. So with the help of digital image processing, we can enhance our image, we can improve image qualities. There are so many applications used in digital image processing, such as the artistic effect. So artistic effects are used to make image more visual appearance, to add a special effect and to make composite image, such as when we use chroma key, then it required a green curtain or the green background. So after that all the backgrounds will removed easily, and only the person who is standing in the foreground visible to the camera. Digital image processing applications also useful in medicine, that is for the X-ray imaging, in the gamma ray imaging, such as the radio frequency and the magnetic resonance imaging, that known as the MRI, which is used for the complete mapping of your brain, ultrasound, and also 3D tomography and rendering with transparencies. We can also use digital image processing in geographic information system, such as satellite imaging, terrain classification, and meteorology. It is also useful in industrial inspections, where human operates are expensive, slow, and unreliable. Make machine do the job instead. Industrial vision system and used in all kind of industries. Can we trust them? Exactly. Another application is the printed circuit board inspections. A machine inspection is used to determine that all the components are present and that all solder joints are acceptable Both conventional imaging and X-ray imaging are used here. We can also use in the law enforcement. So image processing techniques are used extensively by law enforcement, where number plates recognition for a speed cameras, automated toll systems, and the fingerprint recognition, enhancement of CCTV images, all are the used for the law enforcement, where we are using our smartphone. We locked our smartphone using the fingerprint, and it is the part of the law enforcement. Now, there are the key stages in digital image processing, where image restoration, morphographic processes, segmentations, object recognition, representation, and descriptions are processed in the step by step. And if there is any problem domain, image acquisitions and the image enhancement followed by the image restorations followed. So what are the here? The image color image processing and the image compression is also a key stage in the digital image processing. Now move to the next topic, that is the artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? Making machine can think, the automation of activities we associate with human thinking like decision making, learning, the art of creating machine that perform functions that require intelligence when performed by people, the study of mental faculties through the use of computations model. So in the next slide, we also have so many questions such as the study of computation that make it possible to perceive, reason and act, a field of a study that seeks to explain and emulate intelligence behavior in terms of computational processes, a branch of computer science that is concerned with the automation of intelligence behavior, anything in computing science that we don't yet know how to do properly. So there is systems that thinks like humans, system that think rationally, system that acts rationally, and system that act like humans. So all these, there is the answer for all these questions, that system that act like humans. So I am separating this into two different words, that is the human and the rational thoughts and the behavior. So human behavior is what? Human behavior, it means that our system can act like a human. It means that our system behave like a human. So there are so many tests available in our artificial intelligence. If we are looking for the artificial intelligence, there is one of the most important term, that is Turing test. What is Turing test? Turing test is the art of creating machine that perform functions that require intelligence when performed by people. It is a study of how to make computer do things at which at moment people are better. So many different scientists give their idea, give their thoughts about the Turing test. In this page, system that act like human. When you enter a room which has a computer terminal, you have a fixed period of time to type what you want into the terminal and study the replies. At the other end of the line is either a human being or a computer system. If it is computer system, at the end of the period you cannot reliably determine whether it is system or a human, then the system is deemed to be intelligent. Now, system that acts like a human, it is based on the Turing test approach. It means the human questions cannot tell if there is a computer or a human answering his question via teletype. The computer must behave intelligence, and if we are talking about the intelligence behavior, then we need to achieve human level performance in all cognitive tasks. These cognitive tasks must include natural language processing for the communication with the humans, knowledge representation to store information effectively and efficiently, automated reasoning only to retrieve and answer questions using the stored information, machine learning to adapt to new circumstances. The total Turing test includes two more issues such as the computer vision and the robotics. In the computer vision, we seem to perceive objects, and in robotics we move to object. It means the acting. So what is artificial intelligence? It means the when machine thought like human. It means system that thinks like human. When machine thought like human, it means the system can think like human. Look at this step. So I am clearing you using this system that think like human. How? It is based on the human thoughts. It is only based on the human thoughts. The next system that think like human, it means cognitive modeling. So human are observed from inside. How do we know how human think? It is based upon the introspection versus psychological experiment. Third one is the cognitive science, and the next one is the exciting new effort to make computer think machine will mind in the full and literal sense. It means the system that think rationally. If we have the rational thought, if any human have the rational thought, then system that think rationally. Okay. Now, system that think rationally, it is the law of thought. So human are not always rationals. Rational defines in the term of logic, and logic cannot express everything, that is the uncertainty. Logical approach is often not feasible in terms of computation time. The study of mental facilities through the use of computational model, it is defined by Karenk and McDermott. In the next, system that act rationally. So when system act rationally, it means the we are thoughts like rational. Our thoughts are just like the rational. So it all based upon the logic what you provide to your computer system. If you provide certain type of logic, then your computer must behave on, or your machine must behave on according to that particular logic. Now, system that acts rationally, it means it is a rational agents. So rational behavior is what? Doing the right thing, and the right thing that which is expected to maximize goal achievement, give the available informations. Giving answer to the question is acting, and I don't care whether system replicate human thought process, make the same decision as human, and use purely logical reasonings. The main topic in AI can be considered under a number of headings such as the searching, include game playing, representing knowledge and reasoning, planning, learning, natural language processing, and with the help of expert system. So they are the main topics in the AI. So what are the advantages of the AI? It is the most powerful and more useful computer, new and improved interfaces, solving new problems, better handling of information, relieve information overloaded, conversion of information into knowledge. What are the disadvantages of AI? It increased cost, difficult with the software development, slow and expensive. Few experiment programmers, few practical products have reached the market at